I'm literally speechless, dude. Like I don't even know what to say, bro. And it's in a good way, of course. December price action has been by far the absolute best price action I've ever seen in my life. It's only day two, bro. The first week of the month, and it's been the first 2 days of the month. Yesterday, Monday was the first, and then Tuesday the second. Of course, it's the third now because I'm making this at 12 in the morning. But dude, like, come on, bro. You cannot tell me price action does not get any better than this. Like, dude, the, it's only been 2 days, as I said, and we've gotten four A plus setups already on NQ. That's fucking crazy, dude. I can only just pray and hope for, you know, this price action to continue all throughout the rest of the month. Honestly, for a lifetime, that would be great if we had this price action every single day. Um, yeah, we'll see how the rest of this week goes. Hopefully, goes good. Um, I am, but I gotta clarify before I actually go on this trade recap. Kind of clickbaiting here. I did not take these two trades, stayed out of these, but I did take this trade here. I just showed this up here just because they're really good. Excuse me, they were really good trades, and I wanted to represent and show like how good price action was. So, did not take these trades. Only took this one. Took this one on eval though. So Sunday night, I bought some Alpha Future accounts. Well, I bought one actually. Just wanted to try it out. This is my first time trading with Alpha Future, so I'm gonna see how I like it. So far, it's going great. Yesterday, I missed out. I took a trade on my Top Step accounts, but I did not take it on the Alpha, and that one trade would have passed the whole account. So that was pretty annoying. But it was whatever. And today we just caught a crazy banger to pass the account one trade. I have to hit a 1 to 3 on those trades. I can't hit like a 1.5 like I usually do, like on Top Step to pass accounts, because there is like a max daily loss limit. So it's kind of crappy, but luckily we hit a crazy banger today to pass that trade. This was about a 4R trade, almost a 4R trade. And yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. Enough yapping. I've already wasted like 2 minutes just yapping. So I'm going to get into the recap. Today was kind of a strange day in terms of structure wise. Coming into this day, tie the drawings. It was very weird. Okay, the only thing that I really saw was just this DOL up here. I really like this high. We had it available on ES, but we also had an SMT. This is the same high on ES. SMT right there. But I mean, it doesn't really look like we're gonna run back down. Like we just kind of look bullish. So at this point in time, I don't know. I don't even have a set like bias on today. I just really like this DOL, so I'm just waiting to see how price action plays out. On the 4 hour, we had this. Of course, it wasn't open yet. By the time market opened, we still need to wait another 30 minutes to see if we had it. So the first thing that came to my mind was I want this 4 hour to open before we take this high out, and then I want to see us trade into this 4 hour and then deliver to this high from there. That's basically what I was looking for. We also had multiple unfilled 1 hour gaps. This one already got filled, so I didn't really see it being necessary for us to come take these 1 hour fair value gaps. But yeah, we're already like displacing through, not much displacement, but we are showing signs of rejection from this imbalance here, so that's good. Showing signs of respect, rejection, same thing. For talking about imbalances, but yeah. And then on the 15-minute chart, we just don't really see much. We already filled this gap here. I don't really feel that it would be great for us to come all the way down here and then just to come all the way back up here. Just looking for a slight continuation moment. On the 5 minute, yeah, we have this unfilled gap. We have liquidity there. We also have liquidity here. Triple equal lows here on ES, so that would be great if we just come take this out and reverse from there. So yeah, now that that's all said and done, really just a strange day for bias. Um, Boom, we take these lows out. We fill this 5 minute, of course, as you can see. And at this point, longs look very obvious here. I chose to stay out of this. I don't know, maybe it's just personal preference. It was really early in the market open. Maybe I wasn't fully conscious. I don't know what the fuck it was. But we gave a really, really clean 30-second. And yeah, that shit delivered. I'm going to go ahead and just show the drawings here. Somewhere around there, we got the 30-second. I put the entry right exactly where it was, but I don't have the 30-second chart on here. I'm broke as shit. I don't know why I haven't bought the subscription yet. I just don't really need it. I got Top Step, so anyway, that's a topic for another discussion. So yeah, 30-second around up here. Stop loss could be negotiable. It could probably be up here, maybe at this low there. I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me because I didn't take this trade, but I have standard deviation marked up here because it aligned well with this 5-minute rejection wick is what we marked the standard deviation with, and it aligned perfectly the negative 2.5 up to this high up here, and that's our main DOL for the day, the main DOL. And dude, honestly, I saw this hit and I was like, fuck. But this would have gotten break even anyways. As you can see, we already hit the break even point. We take out this entire high right here, not even just the internal high, just this external high right there. And then as you can see, we end up reversing down, hit the break even point, and then run up. So I'm not tripping too much. But it was a really, really A+ model, and we delivered like crazy. And then we ended up running up higher, and now our next DOL is going to be this 4-hour right here, as you can see. I have this little ray mark thingy, whatever, marked a little bit above where the 4-hour starts, and that's because we have liquidity resting inside of that 4-hour. And that's going to be right here on the 15. Where the fuck are you? There we go. Right there. So that's what I have marked out. That's the second DOL that I could be aiming for. Looks very, very nice, very attractive. So, yeah. Now from here, we end up stalling a bit. We fall short of hitting this. We end up hitting this 5-minute, right? We tap into this 5-minute there. Now at this point in time, I don't like ES's structure at all. We don't form any 5-minute. We seem to be taking out these equal lows there and then fill this 5-minute. Just looks pretty bearish. So I'm not looking for longs at all at this point in time. Now I think it is here when we give a 30-second. We give a 30-second around here, and this would have gotten break even. I stayed out of this. This is not an A+ setup for me at all. If we look at ES, the structure does not look good. Neither does it on here on NQ. Like there's no clear. I want to take a trade like something like this. Like it's fine if we chop up, but I want to take a trade like this. Boom. That's what I want to take. I don't want to take a trade that looks like this. You know what I mean? You can obviously tell the difference. Here we're still chopping up here. This, we're chopping up, but then we have a fat distribution to the downside or manipulation to the downside and then distribute to the upside. That's what I want to look for, and didn't get that, so I just really didn't like the structure here. Also, ES, this looks really, really shitty. It looks like we want to come take out, fill this 5-minute right there. So stayed out of it, and it's honestly perfectly fine. Even though it was a data setup, not something I'm going to take data on because this is something I should never take. But this did end up I don't know, it got very, very lucky to even get break even. What I was expecting was for, right when we came up and gave this, we made equal highs. I was expecting for us to continue building this trend line, like just reject from here, manipulate deeper, and then get an entry to look for longs and take out this low resistance. I need some water. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. Anyways. My whole body feels sore for some reason. But yeah, that's what I was expecting. That's also another reason why I wanted to stay out of this trade because I saw the trend line getting built. This didn't look like good structure at all, so just stayed out of that. But again, just lucky break even there. Now this is definitely something I want to see. You see how we're not just chopping up and then get a random ass reversal. This is a very nice manipulation. Like we make a very good bearish fair value gap here. And we have a decent size. It's not the craziest manipulation, but it's still a lot more better than this here. And we create a newly formed fair value gap to inverse. Now, the structure here on ES looks a lot better because we do fill this 5-minute. We end up taking those equal lows out. So, it's a very, very good potential. If this inverses on ES, that will also be a great confluence. We end up getting it here. Boom. Okay. Here we go. Boom. We get the entry there, and at this point, I think ES is not updated for some reason. There we go. ES inverses this, this is so clear. We have stacked equal highs, low resistance here. Dude, it's so obvious that we're going to run up. Now, the reason I didn't really want to take this trade was, for one, okay, you see how, we're all the way up here, the 4 hours all the way down here. Look how close we are to the 4 hour on ES. Now, I was on the call with my homeboys trading, whatnot. We were just chilling because I wasn't really expecting to take a trade. And I was saying the whole call, like, the only thing I'm looking for, like, is for ES to come take this 4 hour, while NQ, sorry, wrong pair, taps into a 15-minute or a 5-minute, which in this case we already tapped into a 5-minute, but, we just created a 15-minute right here. So I wanted to see us to tap into a 15-minute. Well, again, ES hits the 4 hour, and we make an SMT, and then look for launch for this target. Dude, I was so fixated on this exact model. It wasn't even a bias. I wasn't even just fixated on long. I was fixated on this exact setup. So that's really what I was waiting for. So when I saw this happen, I just decided to just stay out of it. Didn't want to take it. Ended up hitting, of course. It wasn't a break-even trade. This one just ended up fully hitting. And at this point in time, I was like, dang, every single duo I was taking for the day, there's really no point in trading. So I wasn't even really looking to trade, just chilling on the phone, playing Clash Royale, whatnot. Ended up chopping up here. And then at this point in time, I'm not even looking at the charts. I'm like laying on my bed, and then I just look at the charts randomly, and I see this shit. Like, we dump, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And, bro, I check ES, and I see that we hit this 15-minute, right? I'm going to show this real quick. We hit this 15-minute on MQ, and on ES, we hit the 4 hour. And look at this rejection. This is crazy. This is exactly what I wanted to see. ES hit the 4 hour, NQ hit the 15-minute, SMT. It's just perfect, bro. There's nothing better you can ask for. And, to top it all off, there we go. We hit OTE of this entire range we made from market open all the way up until now. So yeah, dude, it's just so perfect, dude. Like, it does not get any better than this. We end up not getting an entry here, that's what I really wanted. We ended up resweeping this, so this did make me a little bit less confident in the trade. So I'm like, why did we not reject off here? That would have been perfect, but we don't have a 1 minute or anything. We don't have a 1 minute. We don't have a. Oh my gosh, why are we taking forever to load? What the fuck? 2 weeks? Are you serious? We don't have a 2 minute. We don't have a 3. Well, we do have a 3 minute, and that's actually gonna be pretty important. We don't have a 4 minute. Why is it doing this to me, bro? And we don't have a 5 minute. I'm talking about right here in terms of the entry where the 30-second was, not up here, okay? But as you could see, because I went through it, we have multiple fair value gaps up here. Most importantly, we have a 5 minute, which is our break-even point. This is perfect because it's around about almost that 1-to-1 R. Dude, this is like, it's just perfect, bro. We have a break-even. There's, we're very likely to come up here and tap this inbounds. Now, we end up getting a 30-second right here. And yeah, one thing I was pretty nervous about was right here. Okay, not there. Right here. No, okay, right here. There we go. Was nervous that we would inverse this 3 minute right here. It was somewhere around there, but we showed a little bit of rejection. And I was like, damn, this can probably lose because we want to respect this 3 minute. And I was just really confident that we'd hit this 5 minute. But then once we end up inversing it, as you can see right there, I was just really, really confident that we would run up and this would at least be a break-even trade. So I wasn't even tripping that much. We have an absolute birth candle here up to the break-even point. Of course, move stops to break-even, and looking to target this low resistance right here that we built. Not much of low resistance because we did take this out, but yeah, I'll still consider it low resistance. And then, dude, the shit just delivers like crazy to TP. We were in this trade for like it was 9:50 or 9:35, like around 15 minutes, dude. Especially, dude, considering that this is a high R trade, this is around a 4R, almost a 4R trade, and it hit within 15 minutes. That's just, dude, that's like perfect price action, bro. You can't ask for anything better. Yes, all the DOLs were taken out for the day, but dude, the levels that we hit in terms of anticipating a reversal is absolutely crazy, dude. Like, it was the most perfect levels, pitch perfect levels, dude. It does not get better than that. We also had a great break-even point, and this is not really like a crazy target. Like, these trades had crazy targets. A really good target here, a really good target there. This one is just targeting this low resistance that we recently built. But overall, it's still a great trade. very happy with how this played out, dude. It's just beautiful. Like I'm in awe right now, dude. Just I could look at this all night. So beautiful. And then not only that, but then we top tick TP. After this shit, we just dump all the way down here, bro. So that's great. But we end up hitting all these hourlies and whatnot. But yeah, dude, it's just so perfect. Like I don't know. I think it's just more satisfying too because that was the wrong thing. What the hell am I on? I'm on GBP and shit. Like the main thing I was looking for also before I start yapping about that, we had great low resistance right here on ES, so this was so perfect, very perfect. I kind of got nervous because we did make an SMT around here. We hit all of these highs at around 1048, right here. We didn't hit full TP, so I was like, damn, that's gonna suck if we reverse. So I did end up trailing, but then luckily we ended up smacking full TP, so that's great. But dude, I don't know. I think I just really like this trade because this is the one thing I was so fixated on. I was like, I just had so much conviction that this would happen, and everything just happened exactly, as I anticipated for. So that's always a great feeling, There's a difference between just hitting a casual trade, like, it's all whatever, it's just a trade, then from, waiting for an exact, like, the entire, like, session price structure, waiting for an exact, I just lost my entire train of thought, but you know what I'm trying to say. I need more water. But yeah, great day for the second day of December. I really hope we keep this up. Dude, this price action has just been fucking phenomenal, bro. It's nothing better than that. Anyways, before I hop on this recap, I'm just gonna briefly go over everything. This first trade, we sweep liquidity here, low time frame. We fill a 5-minute, obvious continuation to the upside. Of course, I wanted to see an hourly tap or something like that, but still a solid setup. A plus model in my opinion. Great targets. Ended up delivering like crazy. And we got a nice re-entry here. Yes, we did get one prior to this, but this was just not A plus at all. First of all, no good structure. Second of all, ES looks like shit at this point in time. Third of all, just no good manipulation. Here we have much better manipulation, cleaner price action. ES looked way better too because, as I showed earlier, we inversed the woman as well after tapping the mitigated 5-minute and the equal lows. And this has a great target as well. So these are 2 A plus models. And then here, I wasn't even expecting anything else for the day. We're just going to be done. And then we just hit this very great key level. Had a really clean 30-second here. And honestly, what made it for me was this break-even point, bro. This break-even point was so good. And yeah, even though I wasn't expecting much, especially considering that we hit every single DOL, dude, this setup looks so clean and just way too perfect not to take. And then from there, that's it. End of kill zones right here. There's really nothing else to look forward to. So, yep, that's going to be it for this trade recap. And yeah, let's hope we can continue this type of price action. This is all I want for Christmas, bro. All I want for Christmas is a whole month of just pure price action. Pure good price action. Let's see if this month can be undefeated. I don't want to be talking about it too much. I'm going to say all this shit and then take a loss tomorrow. Holy shit, my hair is long, nappy, and all sorts of fucked up, but damn, bro, I just really enjoy looking at this, dude. I'm gonna have fun collecting data just because it looks so beautiful, but alright, sorry, I just really had to take it in for a moment. Alright, that's gonna be in this recap. I'm gonna go collect data and then go to bed. Going to bed pretty late. Damn, that sucks, but anyways, it's gonna be it, and peace.